Today, we'll take you inside Halo Fest and bring you the latest on the return of Master Chief in Halo 4.
Plus, we'll talk Skyrim with director Todd Howard and show you what it's like to run Penny Arcade. X-Play All Access PAX Prime starts right now.
Hello and welcome to X-Play All Access PAX Prime, brought to you by Gamefly. I'm Morgan Webb.
And I'm Adam Sessler. Now, we're coming to you from the Washington State Convention Center in Seattle.
Coming up on this special episode, we are going to introduce you to the guys behind Penny Arcade and this convention in Will Work for Games. Then we'll introduce you to the pressure cooker that is the X-Play Writers Room.
Plus, Chris and Adams hits the floor to show you the real PAX, which is predictably awesome. And later, we'll try to pry some tidbits of info from 343 about their upcoming game, Halo 4.
Yeah, I think we're ready for that right now. But first, it is time to address the Russian nesting dolls of conventions.
As you can see, we're coming to you from Halo Fest, which is a separate convention inside of the Penny Arcade Expo. You buy a ticket for PAX, you get admission here.
343 Studios is celebrating 10 years of one of gaming's most successful franchises, so let's head inside for a closer look. Halo is not just a franchise, it's a dynasty. The fans are legion, and for the first time, they came together at PAX for Halo Fest. Stare up in awe at a life-size Master Chief, dish out some pain in the multiplayer tournament, or learn you some Halo history. Halo Fest has got it all, including a working UNSC Warthog. And right now we're actually standing in front of a Warthog, and it does drive, you say?
It does. It has four-wheel drive, all-wheel steering, which is pretty unpredictable and bizarre. And it works. It's got lights, it's got a winch, it's got a horn, it's got everything.
We've also got the lowdown on a Halo Easter egg that will make Forza fans feel all warm and fuzzy. Sharp-eyed gamers will notice this is the brand new Halo 4 Warthog. What do you think the biggest difference is that people are going to notice right off the bat?
You know, there's a lot of differences in the fit and finish because this isn't actually the going to war Halo Warthog. This is actually more the Warthog that if they were at an air show or a military show trying to sell it. But on top of it, the profile is slightly different. Rather than actually having the roll cage going all the way to the back, it's a bit of a notch back with the roll cage. This is kind of techie. I like Halo. I like the Warthog. I like cars, so I notice these kind of details. But I think any big Halo fan is going to really see how the fit and finish is different.
In addition to hardware, Halo Fest carpet-bombed the event with software. From Halo Wars to Halo 2, not only was every Halo game to date playable on the floor, gamers got their paws on Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. Is this one of those projects that you feel like you can never really please all the fans, so you just gotta do your best?
I mean, if you can think of a kind of project that will please all the fans, then please write it on a napkin and send it to me. Yeah, the Halo audience is not monolithic. It's a very disparate group of people. You won't get rich trying to second guess what a Halo player wants exactly.
No, but delivering an orgy of Halo-themed madness to the masses at PAX is a pretty safe bet. Now, who wants a Warthog?
Penny Arcade started off as a simple webcomic by two guys that loved video games and had something to say. Over the years, the three-panel strip has grown into an empire. Merchandise, charity work, this convention, for God's sake. Find out what it's like to be Mike and Jerry in this installment of Will Work for Games. Penny Arcade has, without a doubt, become a cultural nexus for gamers the world over. In addition to doling out weekly comics that cleverly satire our favorite games, Penny Arcade has gone on to spawn 2 conferences, a children's charity, and 2 games of its own. If you're curious how you too can start a phenomenon, let these guys show you the way.
Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Jerry.
And we're Penny Arcade.
Mike and Jerry's enormous success comes from humble beginning.
We started
Legend has it.
by entering a contest for Next Generation magazine, which I don't think is a magazine anymore. They wanted a cartoon about video games, and so I decided to try out. We entered the contest, didn't win, but decided not to let that stop us. We just kept making strips.
Yeah.
Their persistence certainly paid off, but you might be wondering how they go about creating these comics.
There's nothing different about making a webcomic except for the web part. You just add web.
You start off by writing it, and then I draw it.
And then you put it on the web. The art is created digitally, which is, more or less the norm.
Thinking of something funny is hard.
Sometimes.
Thinking of something that other people will hopefully find.
That's even harder.
That's even harder. Like, you can make your friends laugh. Like, I can make him laugh if I said a word. I know I could make him laugh. But trying to say something that will make other people laugh, super hard.
Can you give me a word that will make him laugh?
Not that you
I'm
could.
I'm putting my psychic shields.
Not that you can air on television, no.
Fortunately, practice and a little leisure time can do wonders for the creative process.
You get better at anything if you do it enough, I think, definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, the way that it's worked with us is that our process is really just to hang out. Like, our creative process is to hang out. Is there a comic in the Game of Thrones?
If you want to create a webcomic with an enormous following yourself, Mike and Jerry have some advice for you.
Just start making a webcomic. There's no barrier to entry. That's the great thing about the web. I mean, you make whatever crappy webcomic you want.
There's always a reason why you can't. Just go for it. That's the only way you're going to get where you want in that process.
Nothing's stopping you, except you.
I couldn't have said it better.
Hey, Chris and Adams, you know what's really awesome about this episode of X-Play?
You?
Well done. Also, though, if you missed our panel at PAX, it's okay, because we're going to bring the laughs to you right now. Here is our comedy piece. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
PAX is here, meat bags, and we need a sketch. A brilliant sketch. Not like that Yo Gabba Grabnar fest from last year. I want ideas, not comedy diarrhea. You, sad face.
Tom Clancy's abortion clinic.
Oh, you push that every time.
What? You're fighting the next generation of terrorists. You take a flashbang and shove it up.
Stop it. Just stop it. We have an episode that's hosted by Adam Sandler and Morgan Freeman.
The Fat Rackets of Wimbledon. It's just two fatties playing tennis.
All right, okay. Altair ear and a cowboy hat. Val Kilmer eats 50 chicken nuggets. So that's my idea. Eddie Murphy. Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs gives pro tips on RTS games, and we call it B squared.
The Weenie Tucker.
What about Twilight?
I'm listening.
I just really like Twilight.
Somebody please say something that doesn't suck.
Epic Mackey.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, it's like Vic Mackey gets Mickey Mouse's magic paintbrush, but all he does is stab drug dealers in the eye with it.
Vic Mackey from The Shield?
Yeah.
The show hasn't been on for like 5 years.
You'll like the Fat Rackets of Wimbledon thing, but you don't like Epic Mackey?
Hey, the Fat Rackets of Wimbledon is contemplative and cool.
I got it. It's an intern testing facility. And scientists are trying to increase the intelligence of our dumbass interns. And it works. But it works way too well. They freeze all the other interns, and there's this big epic battle at the end where interns are just falling from the sky and attacking helicopters, and just when you think the cops are gonna win, you're kidding me. That's the best we got.
So all right, okay, just calm down, princess. Okay, here's what we do. We're gonna do a writer's room thing, all right? Get people in a room, they'll kick around a bunch of dumbass ideas, it'll take us like 5 minutes to shoot, then we all go home early. Yeah?
That is the laziest damn idea I've ever heard. We're better than that, guys. Aren't we?
I'm kind of confused because I can't tell which one of them is a woman, because I'd really like to hit on a Master Chief, but I got nothing.
Probably safe to just not do it.
Are you sure one of them's a woman? How do you know this? you just...
Boy, I hope they are.
Okay.
We've got more from PAX and Halo Fest on the way, including a look at a little game called Halo 4 or Halo Quattro.
Whatever.
If you're watching this south of the border. Plus, I'm going to talk about that game everybody's talking about, Skyrim, with the game's director, Todd Howard.
Then I'll hit the floor to show you the real PAX, tabletop games, LAN parties, and everything in between, o entre para español. All that and more right after this.
Gordita.
Welcome back. The Penny Arcade Expo is a great place to get some hands-on time with upcoming video games and, of course, hang out with Master Chief. But really, that's only part of the allure. When you hit the floor, you can check out tabletop games, cosplay, LAN parties, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. There's more of the iceberg. It's just the tip.
One of the things we love about PAX is that it's not a trade show. It's a gathering of fans with a serious passion for gaming. This year, over 70,000 people showed up, making it the biggest PAX yet.
I'm here checking out the All Zombies Must Die booth, and yes, you can get your hands on the game over here, but what a lot of people are choosing to do is sort of PAX's version of face painting at a carnival. You can get your face made up like a zombie. Is this uncomfortable walking around PAX like this? It's a bit sticky. Yeah?
It's very sticky. I mean, I have extra. You need any?
Oh, I'm good. One of the coolest pastimes at PAX, I like to call them PAX times, are tabletop and card games. I'm here to check out a card game called Food Fight. So let's jump in. So basically this card game is like war, except you're fighting over food. You're fighting for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm battling this guy right now. Bam! Tank of fries! I do eat fries for breakfast sometimes.
Kristen, fun fact number 327. I do eat fries for breakfast sometimes. Another fun fact, I love spending cash for kilts.
You know, I love games and I love tech, but I also love to shop. So I thought while I'm at PAX, I have to check out the Utila kilts. You see a lot of people rocking the kilts here at PAX. My favorite is the classic kilt. One size fits all, right? One size fits all. All right, I totally fit in here at PAX.
While we were at PAX, we checked out Halo Fest and got our hands on some shiny new toys.
All right, Halo Fest may be new to PAX this year, but Mega Bloks are not new to Halo. I'm gonna move over here to table 3 and try my hand at a little something something. And one more piece. My falcon is complete. That was easy. Some of these people have been here for hours.
You know the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Yeah.
My wish was to meet Todd Howard, and then he said no twice and talked to Adam and Morgan, but then he finally talked to me about Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. And so this is it. This is my wish, talking to Todd Howard about Skyrim.
Awesome.
Thanks, Todd. All right, I'm here with Todd Howard. We're talking Skyrim. It's a game, I don't want to say a sleeper hit, but really nobody knew anything about it until here at PAX. And then the doors open and you guys have a giant dragon and suddenly people are waiting in line. Tell me about the game.
People like the big dragon. We love PAX. It's our favorite convention. All the fans are here. And you think you know that people are excited for your game, and then you come here and you see the mass of humanity that wants to get close and play the game. It's awesome.
PAX was the first time American fans got their hands on Skyrim, and they waited up to 6 hours to play the highly anticipated action RPG.
So you can see it running behind us. It's a little bit nerve-wracking for us because we don't really have a demo. We just say, here's the game.
Yeah, go play.
Go do whatever the hell you want, and so far it's working out.
And let's talk about the reaction here.
I think that people are reacting to the combat because you see that right away. So just how it feels in their hands. Kind of the thing is they can read all the big features. They can see the trailers, like, oh, it has dragons. I know what it looks like. But how fast is the menu open? How smooth is the game? And I think what's good for us is a very complicated game, but they just pick it up and start playing. So that's good feedback for us.
Now, Skyrim's release date isn't until November 11th, but that didn't stop Todd from revealing an exclusive piece of news to us.
What do you have for us? You said you're going to reveal something huge.
Yeah, we are revealing that you can play a vampire in the game. So there are vampires, and some people have seen them and run into them, but you can contract that disease, and if you wait long enough, you'll become a vampire, and that's a whole other mode of playing the game. And there are various levels of being a vampire. The sun will affect you more the more powerful you get, and you can sort of control your vampirism by feeding on people when they're sleeping. And you can sort of, live the life as a vampire in Skyrim and kill dragons as a vampire.
Thank you for the exclusive. I really appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
Hey, you guys, I have a fun fact.
A fun fact?
Yes. Todd Howard has been on the show more times this year than Drunk Link. Look it up, it's true.
Where do we look it up? Stick around, because after the break, we'll have the latest on the game that everyone at Halo Fest wants to see.
Of course, that would be Halo 4, and we have got a preview right after this very short break.
X-Play All Access PAX Prime is brought to you by GameFly, video game rentals delivered to your door.
Welcome back. We're getting close to the end of our PAX Prime coverage, but I think there's time to indulge the public one more time.
Yeah, we're going to answer a question from the fans in public this time. Let's roll the X-Play inbox live.
All right, our X-Play inbox live man is Eric. Eric, what is your question that hopefully we can answer?
With the way that the shooter landscape has changed over the years since the Halo franchise started, what do you think Halo 4 is going to bring to the plate to make it stand out and be different?
The console shooter, if it did not start, it was pretty much, it really started, I think, with Halo. And maybe bring it back to what was actually fun about those shooters instead of sort of the chicanery that we kind of expect now. It's like, oh, look, but now we have particle effects. It's like, no, there's something about solid gameplay that if it really hews to what we expect from Halo, I think that could remind people what it's about.
So basically, less cutscenes, more gameplay.
Or just, I don't know, maybe less grunting.
Less grunting works
Would you like less grunting in your games? Yeah, less grunting.
Less grunting.
That sounds good. Well, Eric, you have been an awesome fan, and we appreciate you not hammer fisting us because you're disappointed with our answer right there. So because of that, GameFly.com is giving you a year of free video game rentals, sir. You got to find a way somehow to actually put that into your computer. I don't know how that's going to work, but have fun with that right there. And thank you, GameFly, for being such big fans of us.
All right, so we know Halo Fest is a great place to kind of hang out with like-minded Spartans, and it's a good place to get your hands on Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. But it is also the place to find out new details about Halo 4, the game that is kicking off a whole new trilogy. Here is a preview.
Heroes never die. And if any game has proven that, it has to be Halo. Even after a decade of battle, Master Chief rockets towards his next adventure in Halo 4. I spoke with 343 Industries executive producer Kiki Wolfkill and creative director Josh Holmes about crafting the perfect Halo experience.
For us, it was really important in approaching a new Halo experience to try and stay true to what is at the core of Halo, but at the same time kind of free ourselves, to take risks and bring a fresh perspective. And it's really interesting to bring all of these people together from across the industry that are kind of united by this love for this universe.
I'm here.
here's an IP we love and respect, and we get an opportunity to actually start to take it somewhere else and to give it a little bit of a fresh spin. But at the same time, there's a huge community. We want to make sure that we satisfy and respect.
And let's talk about that a little bit more as far as the community is concerned. How much of that did you take in consideration when developing this game?
Good thing is it's a vocal community, right? And it's a really accessible community, so we have a good understanding of where their heads and their hearts are at any given point.
One of the things that's really exciting and unique about the Halo community is it is so diverse. So there's so many different perspectives that are represented across that community.
Grunts, elites, the Flood. Nothing scares Master Chief, but the developers are well aware of the challenges that lie ahead.
I think all of us feel this responsibility to take the universe that we love and care for it and nurture it in a way that, basically don't screw it up. Like that's the burden that's on us, and that's the thing that all of us carry with us every day, and it's the engine that drives the work that we do at 343.
Final word on Halo 4 from 343. What do fans expect from the game?
Halo fans should expect Halo 4 to be the next chapter in the Master Chief's story and to be the beginning of an exciting new story, and that's something that we're really excited about.
You might have finished the fight, but get ready to start the war all over again when we get our hands on Halo 4 next year. Next week on X-Play, we'll take you inside the first ever Call of Duty experience. Plus, we'll have a hands-on demo of NBA 2K12. Then we'll show you what it's like to be the face of the Xbox 360 when we take you inside the life of Major Nelson in Will Work for Games.
Well, that wraps up our coverage of PAX Prime 2011.
That's right. So thank you to everyone at PAX. Thank you to the enforcers. I can't believe you fit all that stuff in all those pockets in your kilts. It's adorable. And of course, thank you to the fans.
And thank you for watching X-Play.
Bye, see you in Boston.
Yeah.